Hey, we're here at Gunner's Firearms again with Maggie. Maggie, how are you doing today?
I am doing great, Mark. How's your day been so far?
It's been fantastic. We've just been sitting here talking and waking up, and it's just a great day. So
it is. Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
Let's keep on going.
Heck yeah.
So what do you got for me today?
So we were just talking a bit ago about, I guess I'll just ask the question. When people come in and there's just something not right about them, or I don't know, how do you vet people, I guess is what I'm getting at. If you're like, this guy should not be buying a gun, like he's doing a straw purchase, or he's trying to sell me a stolen gun, or he's like, how do you turn away customers? I guess what I'm asking is, how do you judge people?
Yep, that's exactly what it is. So on your side of the counter, how do you get to be so judgmental and still sell firearms to everybody?
Now, for the record, you are the least most judgmental person I know. You are a very...
Thank you.
Yeah, you're a very open-minded person.
I try to be...
I shouldn't have said it that way, but it's more joking.
No, but that is...
But that is what you're doing.
That is really what you are doing. Now, okay, there is one person that will get to judge me at the very end of my life on my very last day. I was not put here to judge people, but I am currently in a position, in a job, where I am expected to judge people.
You're getting paid to judge people.
And I'm going to tell you that most people that live on this planet are put in a job and have a day job where they are supposed to judge either other coworkers or customers or anybody else. It's just part of our it's part of our daily lives. We are supposed to make judgment calls on things. Welcome to the world. I can tell you that the clientele that walks into a gun shop is so wildly and vastly varied.
I bet.
And their everything about it: gender, age, religion, race, your social or economic class. And I'll tell you the same thing I tell everybody else: these firearms, they don't judge. At all.
Nope.
At all. They don't care the age of the person with the finger on the trigger. They don't care what gender, what religion, social or economic class, nothing. They don't care. But how do we make that judgment call? That's a really good question. It's really easy to make that judgment call when the individual on the other side of the counter comes in with the aromatic perfume or aroma of alcohol or drugs, and you're just like, just for, I don't want to be here, like when this is a sting operation, because that does happen. They will send people in to just test gun stores, just to poke a little.
Well, I know
that's
like for example, if I came in to sell you, well, you would know I didn't steal it, but let's say I'm just a guy. Like, if somebody comes in to sell a gun, is there red flags that go up? They don't buy this gun. This is a stolen gun.
Yeah, first of all, there's a pretty good gut feeling sometimes that you get that's like, man, I really, 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 really don't want this. A lot of times they will offer you something so high dollar or so rare, and you're like, how did you come across this? So you'll ask some questions. Obviously you'll get a story from that person, and then it's up to you to choose how honest you think that story is. Are they telling you the truth? Are they lying to you? How do you know? Like, what are those tells? There was no class that I was put through that was, here's how you tell people are lying to you. So you just kind of have to get a feel for that person. And on our side of the counter, we like to do that by chit-chatting and getting to know you. And we ask a lot of questions. Some of them are very redundant. Some of them are stupid and off the wall, but it's really to see how you're going to interact and how you're going to react and
how your story might change.
Exactly. If you get poked by a couple different people at the gun counter asking you a little here, a little there, and we find out your stories aren't matching up exactly. Well, yeah, that's going to set our red flags off a little. We're going to be like, wait a minute, probably not. I don't think so. Or another thing that happens all the time is, I'll talk to somebody and my cousin will go, did you know that person? This is what I know about that person. Here's what I've heard about that person from other people, and what were they looking at and looking for today? And then so I'm like, okay, here's the story I was given. Here's what we were looking at over here. And no, I declined the sale. So in that case, sometimes it does pan out and works out pretty good. Other times it probably doesn't. But most of the time I don't find this stuff out. Nobody goes and tells me, nobody comes back and tells me on any of this stuff. Sometimes you find out when you watch the news.
Well, let me ask this. Okay, so I'm just going to share something with you. So when I would do, like I did church security and I did school security, and I was always involved in the security team at wherever I worked or wherever I went. Mm-hmm. And there was some training we got at one point where it was kind of how to recognize suspicious people, but it wasn't like they look like this at all.
It's the way they act.
It was really more like it's just a feeling you get. They kind of talked about it like jokingly called it like spidey senses, or, I would like to call it discernment, just something that God showed, like something's wrong about this situation or something's wrong about this person. So we would call them JDLRs. They just don't look right. Like just something's, I can't tell you why. But so we get on the walk, there's a JDLR in section 4, or something like that, So is that really kind of your biggest tool is just your gut? Your gut.
It's like something is just not acting right. And the first thing usually we'll do is like, hey, what are you getting off of this? But like, will you help them? Let's switch places for just a minute.
Having a couple of you,
and say, hey, let's trade up real fast. Can you do this for me? And I'll take over with your customer there, or vice versa. And just kind of bounce your feelings off of somebody else in the store to say, hey, are they picking up on the same thing you're getting or not? And then it's like, okay, then you just kind of have a chit chat afterwards. Like, okay, I've made my cousin say, hey, you handle this one over there. And likewise, he's like, this is all you. You take this. This is something cool. that is beyond my expertise or whatever. So so we'll swap places at the counter to help people out.
That's cool.
Figure them out a little. And most of the time, it's not an issue. You can't judge. Cannot judge people at the counter for being weird. Because gosh dang it, have you met yourselves?
Right.
My gosh. Every single human on this planet is just a little weird in one way or another. Some of them are far more high functioning than others. And some of them are just not in the place where they will shine the brightest. But like I say, hey, nobody wakes up first thing in the morning and knows everything there is to know about any topic.
Sure.
So you got to learn, you got to ask questions, and it's trial and error as we go.
So really in the end, it's kind of trust your gut.
Very much so.
Trust the people you work with. Let them vet. And outside, really, that's probably your greatest tool, other than like, I just walk in with a bag full of guns and it says stolen guns on the side. Or I'm like, is this the gun you want, Rick? Okay, yeah, I'm buying it for me. I'm like, outside that.
That happens!
I bet it does happen.
That happens!
I bet it happens all the time.
You not. And no, sorry. This is not the store for you.
Right.
Elsewhere, please.
So outside of the obvious.
It's
trust your gut.
It's trust your gut, and it's really, really, really difficult.
Do you mind if I ask you? Because I would argue, I know you and Brian pretty well. I know you better than Brian, but I know Brian pretty well. I would argue that he probably judges people a little more than you do.
No!
No? Okay.
No!
So I was like, I'd be good to have him around, to kind of, because does he look at you and be like, no, Maggie, don't do this deal?
Absolutely awesome to have around, but I am,
You're a little less trusting than he is. I guess not judgmental, but less trusting.
That's a really, really good question. I think we have strengths in very different places, and I think it's enough to cover each other's weaknesses a little here and there. So I would definitely trust him. Sure. I think he trusts me pretty well enough.
I feel like if I worked here, I'd probably look, if I thought something was weird, I'd look at both of you and I'd trust your instincts.
Oh yeah, and then sometimes, you also gauge the room, what other people in the room are doing when that one person walks in, and it's kind of a little bit different. So,
Awesome. Well, Maggie, thank you so much. We always appreciate you. And I think we're going to keep talking.
Right on. Sounds good. Right. Until next time.
Absolutely.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. That's fun.
I'm sorry.
I keep scooting over or something.